11,196 years, 10 months and 15 days. That's the length of time the founder of Turkish crypto exchange Thodex has been sent to prison for. That's right, Faruk Fateh Ozer's sentence is twice the length of recorded history. It's a crazy story, but it's just one of the many fascinating dimensions of Turkey's crypto scene, one of the most active in the world. Indeed, some even say Turkish crypto investors propelled the last bull run. Now, while this is hard to prove, one thing is certain. If you care about crypto, Turkey is a country you should be watching. This video will give you an overview of the crypto scene in Turkey. It'll outline the country's staggering adoption levels, detail its crypto success stories, discuss its most notable villain, and everything in between. Let's jump in, shall we? First, a little context. Turkey is one of the most culturally significant and geopolitically important countries on the planet. It's the site of some of the earliest human settlements on record, it straddles 2 continents, and was home to Troy, famous for Helen, a long siege, and that wooden horse, among other things. Turkey's largest city, Istanbul, was once the capital of 2 mighty empires, the Byzantine and the Ottoman. The city remains a cultural, political, and economic powerhouse, and don't get me started on the cuisine. Çok iyi. Anyway, not content with a long and storied history, Turkey is also remarkable when it comes to crypto. For one, crypto adoption in Turkey, a country with a population of nearly 85 million, is staggeringly high. According to a survey carried out by popular crypto exchange KuCoin, a whopping 52% of Turkish adults own crypto. And almost as impressive as that 52% figure is the fact that it represents a growth of 12 percentage points from the previous 18 months, a period dominated by a bear market. Now, KuCoin's figures are rather high, in my opinion. They're based on surveys with 550 crypto investors, not on a random sample of the population. The Coin Bureau team contacted several people in Turkey for this report who all feel the true figure is more in line with the 10 to 15% cited in other news sources. But regardless of the specifics, the point still holds. Crypto adoption in Turkey is high and seems to be getting higher. Now, I'll get into the reasons for this adoption in a second. First, though, I want to highlight Turkey's crypto credentials. For starters, some big names in the sector have Turkish roots, and they include Emin Gün Sirer, the co-founder of Ava Labs, the company behind the Avalanche blockchain, and Meltem Demirors, part of the founding team of Digital Currency Group and now Chief Strategy Officer of CoinShares. Moreover, Istanbul is an important host city for crypto events. Binance Blockchain Week was held in Istanbul this year, the Cosmoverse conference is coming in early October, and Ethereum's DevConnect will take place there in November. There are also regular fixtures like Istanbul Blockchain Week and Blockchain Economy Istanbul, the latter of which claims to be Eurasia's largest ever blockchain event. Meanwhile, the country's 2 biggest crypto companies, BTC Turk and Paribu, are major success stories. BTC Turk is Turkey's oldest crypto exchange and, reportedly, the 4th oldest BTC exchange in the world. In 2020, it became the official sponsor of the Turkish Football Federation, a big deal for a football-obsessed nation. But despite BTC Turk's longevity, Paribu is the country's market leader with around 50% market share this year, as compared to BTC Turk's 37%. And while online exchanges are the most popular route for ordinary citizens to access crypto, they can just as easily buy it over the counter from money exchange shops in areas of Istanbul like Beyazıt, near the city's famed bazaar. And as well as the legal exchanges, there are the unregulated dealers. A Syrian national in Turkey told the Coin Bureau that there are a number of unofficial crypto vendors catering to Syrian communities, which number over 3 million in Turkey, and offer lower fees than registered exchanges. One black market crypto exchange in Istanbul is reportedly attached to a dentist's practice. You know, in case you want to buy a bit of BTC after your root canal. Ouch. Anyway, let's now try and get to the root of why Turkey has such high levels of crypto adoption. For starters, Turkey's history of high inflation is a key reason why crypto has become so popular there. As you can see from this chart, 10 years ago, the exchange rate between the national currency, the Turkish lira, and the US dollar was around 2 to 1. That exchange rate has increased steadily at some points and exponentially at others, to the point that now a dollar will get you 27 Turkish lira. As Ekin Genç, managing editor of DL News and a Turkish national, explained to my colleague, quote, "Unlike in the West, where people who haven't lived through hyperinflation can find crypto a hard sell, in Turkey you literally grow up watching your parents buy other currencies like the US dollar as a hedge." With that backdrop in mind, Ekin explained, it's easy to see how people were drawn to crypto and particularly dollar-pegged stablecoins like USDC and USDT. The appeal of stablecoins as an inflation hedge is also what propelled crypto adoption in other countries currently experiencing hyperinflation, like Argentina and Venezuela. However, unlike in those countries, where crypto seems to be more concentrated among the elites, Ekin's view is that crypto use in Turkey cuts across social classes. Naturally, this is difficult to prove given the lack of comparative data, but it's an interesting observation nonetheless. I'll leave links to our recent videos about hyperinflation in the description below in case you want to explore the topic further, by the way. Now though, back to Turkey. While some people there are into crypto to safeguard their assets, others look to it as an investment. Ekin emphasizes once more the vital role of understanding the local context. He explained that in Turkey, it's very difficult for ordinary investors to access international stock exchanges, which are regarded as a much better investment than Turkey's stock exchange. Additionally, financial savings instruments aren't as extensive as in many Western countries. And of course, they also face the challenge of the depreciating lira. In that financial environment, the promise of high returns from crypto is highly appealing, even though it is widely considered a high-risk asset class, as it is elsewhere, of course. This is especially the case for younger Turks who want to invest some of their savings but don't have the capital to buy assets like real estate, says Ekin. Apart from economic factors, Turkey's relatively permissive regulatory environment also helps explain the high adoption rate. In short, it's legal to trade and hodl crypto, but since April 2021, it's been verboten to pay for goods and services using it. However, even with this regulation, there are workarounds. This Turkish real estate developer, for instance, accepts crypto payments. Customers just, quote, pay crypto abroad and bring fiat legally into Turkey under the guidance of our experts. As for tax on crypto, well, technically, crypto profits should be subject to capital gains tax. However, in reality, this has not been enforced, according to a Turkish lawyer we spoke to. And that, of course, is good news for traders. Sorry to interrupt you folks, but I have to let you know about the Coin Bureau deals page. Now, my team and I have been able to pull together some of the best promos and discounts in the crypto space. We're talking trading fee discounts of over 50%, thousands of dollars in bonus airdrops, amazing deals at top exchanges, reduced prices on hardware wallets, and much, much more besides. So just go to coinbureau.com/deals, also linked to below, and find the promo suited to you. Enjoy the rest of the video. Now, despite the bear market we find ourselves in, Turks are still trading crypto in notable numbers. Sure, trading volume in the country dropped 46% in the first half of 2023 as compared to the same period in 2022, according to CoinGecko. That sounds like a lot, and it is, but again, it's important to put this into context. The drop in trading volume in Turkey is much less severe than in other markets. In India, the drop during the same period has been 82%, while in Indonesia it was 76%. CoinGecko attributes this relatively modest drop in Turkey to the country's high inflation rate. And looking ahead, the outlook for crypto in Turkey appears promising. According to data company Statista, the Turkish crypto market is projected to grow by an average annual rate of 18.88% over the next 5 years, resulting in a market volume of just over $200 billion in 2027. That's twice what the company projects for 2023. Now, it'd be nice to end on a high note, but not everything is rosy in Turkey's crypto scene. In the introduction, we highlighted the case of Faruk Fatih Özer, the founder and CEO of Thodex, who's been handed an astonishing prison sentence of over 11,196 years. This story deserves to be looked at a little further. Faruk, along with his brother and sister, was convicted of fraud, embezzlement, and money laundering. For those unfamiliar, Thodex used to be one of Turkey's largest crypto exchanges. In April 2021, its customers found that trading and withdrawals had been halted. Faruk promptly disappeared with an alleged $2 billion worth of user funds. It was big news in Turkey, and some 400,000 customers were reportedly affected. Faruk was sought by Turkish authorities and Interpol and was finally caught in Albania in 2022. His staggeringly long sentence is not unheard of in Turkey, where sentences can reflect an accumulation of all charges. And since many customers were affected, that's a heck of a lot of charges. Did Faruk sound contrite during the case, you might be wondering? Well, as it happens, no, he didn't. According to the state-run Anadolu agency, Faruk essentially said that he didn't have criminal intent because if he had, he would have behaved differently, given how smart he is. He reportedly told the court that, quote, "I am smart enough to lead any institution on earth." It's a right old mystery how these super geniuses keep getting arrested, isn't it? Now, as for how long Faruk will actually serve in jail, it's not very clear. However, the lawyer Coin Bureau spoke to, who's familiar with the case, believes that his sentence would actually be a maximum of 28 to 32 years, some of which would be parole eligible. That's still potentially a long time, but, well, at least he'll be out this millennium. Every cloud, eh? Well, that's about all we have time for today, folks. But now, though, I want to hear from you. What do you think about some of the topics we've discussed today? Do you have any thoughts on the reasons for Turkey's high crypto adoption rate? And what are crypto adoption levels like where you're from? And before I go, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, I urge you to click the bell and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And don't forget our deals page where you can get the biggest discounts on the best hardware wallets and up to $40,000 of bonus airdrops at the best crypto exchanges. The link to that is in the description. That's it from me, so hoşça kal ve görüşürüz.